What is going on, you guys? Fire Bunyan here, and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're going to be counting down the top 5 LMGs in Black Ops 3. Now, these LMGs that I really like to use the most is like on zombies or on multiplayer. Now, usually I would use them in campaign if I wanted to, but it could be both on multiplayer and on zombies as well. So I will tell you some like good sides and some like bad sides with those LMGs that I really like to use the most on Black Ops 3, because I think the LMGs on this game are just really perfect, that I would literally like say no to any of those LMGs, but some of them I would, some of them I wouldn't. So anyway, so guys, let's get into the top 5 LMGs in Black Ops 3. Coming in at the number 5 spot, this is going to be the 48 Dredge. Now the 48 Dredge is a 6 burst LMG that I think I would say it is like the first LMG to be at a burst fire rate. Now the good thing about this is of course like it has good recoil, it has good fire rate, and I don't really use it that a lot on, to be quite fair. Now, if you guys are like big fan of this, do let me know in the comment section below. But the 48 Dredge to me feels like an LMG that I would avoid. Now, I would use it in zombies, but if I wanted to be like a headshot kind of person, I would go for this LMG, but usually I would avoid it, so I wouldn't necessarily keep it in my hands. So the 48 Dredge comes in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, this is going to be the Gorgon. Now the Gorgon is actually a pretty decent LMG. I would normally use it on zombies if I wanted to be the kind of person that would go for headshots. Like, this weapon reminds me of like a penetrated gun that I would grab my hands on. Now, I don't really use it in multiplayer that much, but in zombies, I would necessarily take this bad boy because it's really good pack-a-punch. I really like the penetration it does to headshots. Normally I would use this for like headshot only challenges. Like if there were to be another community challenge on Black Ops 3, I would go for this bad boy because it's really good for headshots, but the only downside towards it takes like 6 seconds to reload as long as you have the right attachments. So the Gorgon comes in at number 4. Coming in at the number 3 spot, this is going to be the BRM. Now the BRM would be my third favourite LMG that I would grab my hands on. Like, it has a decent fire rate, good amount of ammunition in the magazine, and pretty decent aiming, as well as the recoil is pretty decent as well. Like, I would go for this weapon if I can get myself the Dingo or anything. Like, this would be my third LMG that I would go for. Normally I would use it in multiplayer, but in zombies, I would necessarily take this bad boy. Like, I would never complain about the BRM, to be quite fair. And the downside is the reload as well, but as long as you have fast mags on this, you are good to go. So the BRM comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot, this is going to be the R70 Ajax. Now, being as a DLC weapon as it is today, I would really get my hands on this thing. Like, this LMG is like unlimited ammo that will constantly save you anytime that you really need it. Like, I've never seen an LMG with unlimited ammo, but we've seen one before in like Advanced Warfare with a assault rifle, but as an LMG form, I would literally go for this thing. Like, I haven't got my hands on it yet, but if I see like people running around with this thing, I would really pick this up. Like, I would never complain about the R70 Ajax. Pretty decent ammo, The one thing you have to worry about is it's overheating. Like, that is like the worst way to die with it. So the R70 Ajax comes in at the number 2 spot. And finally coming in at the number 1 spot, guys, of my favourite LMG that I would never stop complaining, it is the Dingo. Like, the Dingo is like my personal favourite LMG. If I saw this in the mystery box, I would literally take this thing. Like, this thing is like the greatest LMG that I would never stop using in the course of Black Ops 3. Like, it has really good fire rate, pretty decent amount of ammo, but the reloading time is like 4 seconds. I could be wrong though. But if you have fast mags, you are literally golden. Like, I would never complain about the Dingo because it's literally the greatest LMG that I've seen in this game so far. Like, I would use it in multiplayer, zombies, and campaign. I will literally not complain about this gun at all. So the Dingo comes in at the number 1 spot.